Hello, so welcome to our final session, so session 3 of week 5. Really good work up to now. You've done brilliantly. You've nearly completed the 5th week. We're well over halfway now, so let's keep it going. Let's complete this session, and then that's another great week done. So let's get walking if you're not already. So nice gentle pace. Every minute, let's start to gradually increase that pace. And then for the final minute, we'll decrease it slightly, just to prepare yourselves for our session that we got in store for you today. So well done. So let's just have a quick recap of what we've done this week. So we've completed our shorter repetition work. We did those 5 lots of 5 minutes with that 1.5 minute recovery. Well done. Great work. Then we did our pyramid session. So we added the 5th minute to our pyramid. So we went up from 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, and then back down 4 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute with a 1 minute recovery. So that leads us on to today's session, which is our 20-minute continuous run. So we're not going to be doing any more 2 lots of repetitions like we've done up to this point. We're now going to just do a steady pace the whole way through for a certain amount of time, and then each week we're just going to gradually increase that. So we are coming up to 1.5 minutes through this warm-up already, so start to increase the pace slightly, and just get yourselves ready before we start today's session. So let's look at a little bit further in what we've got planned for you today. So yes, so it's just 1 repetition rather than 2. However, the good news is last week we did 2 lots of 12, so that equals 24 minutes. So it's a little bit less time running, but we obviously haven't got that recovery break in between, which we had last week. We had 3 minutes walking recovery last time. So you're definitely capable of doing this. Just keep a nice steady pace going. The volume of time isn't much different to what we've done in other sessions, so you're definitely more capable of doing this. So just keep it going, keep a nice steady pace going, and just keep working right to the end. As always, I'm going to be with you every step of the way, so we'll get through this together. I'll let you know exactly how much time is left, and I'll just keep pushing you and motivating you as we make our way through today's session. So we're halfway through this warm-up, so another 2.5 minutes to go, and we'll make a start. So let's just look at how we're going to progress this session, just so you know what to expect. So today we are doing that 20 minutes, and then we are going to increase that time. So next week we're going to go up to 25 minutes, and then we're going to make our way up to 27 minutes. And then we made it to our end goal, which is that 30 minutes of continuous running at the pace that you would like to be able to achieve that at, okay? So 3 minutes down now, just another minute to go at this brisk walking pace. So just increase it a little bit further now. Deep breaths, let's drive with those arms. Get yourselves ready, nice and loose. Increase that heart rate and breathing rate. Prepare the body for this session. And then we'll be good to take it on. So another 30 seconds, and then we'll drop it down slightly before we get going. So if you haven't already, please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Like and share any posts that you think would be suitable for your friends. If you think any of your friends would like to join in, please let them know and tell them how well you're doing, just so they know what to expect and how well you're doing. Right, so we're coming into our last minute now, so just 1 more minute to go. So just ease down the pace now. It's nearly time to get going. You've done really well, so let's just get through this session, and then you can have a nice, good rest up for week 6, where we're just going to progress you a little bit further with our sessions, okay? So just an extra little progression each week as you get fitter. Hopefully by now you are feeling a bit fitter and you're feeling a little bit more recovered in between the repetitions, and also after you finish the session. You will find that your body is very good at adjusting mentally as well as physically. You tend to find that you can push yourself more than you thought you could when you get used to running at certain effort levels. So it's time we get going in 10 seconds. So we can do this. Come on. Let's push each other the whole way through in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So off we go. Right, so this is a big moment in the session. We can do this together. This is our 20-minute continuous repetition. We've now built you up to this point where we're not going to have any more breaks in this third session of each week. You have done really well. How we've improved and progressed the time running has been brilliant. And you're now up to this point now where you are able to do this. We're going to hold this pace, so find the right speed for you. Feel what's right. Try not to go off too hard and suffer. It's always a nicer feeling if you go off too slow than too fast, and you can build it up towards the end if necessary, or hold the same pace. So that is 1 minute down already. I'm going to let you know each minute what time is left. So you just keep focused on this time and we will get through this together and get you to the end. So the good news, yes, we haven't got any recoveries, but the volume of time running is just 20 minutes. Okay, now that is a lot less than what we've done in other sessions. So if we just take our last session as an example, with the pyramid, we did a total of 25 minutes of running. So 5 minutes less than what we're doing today. So this is possible. We can do this. I've not set you anything that's out of your comfort zone. Each session of each week should be about the same level as each other. And that's 2 minutes down now. Break it down if you need to, whether that's focusing on each 5 minutes or each minute or just each 10 minutes, whatever's best for you. Just focus on each section rather than thinking of the whole 20 minutes. If you're doing an out and back, that gives you a good goal of where you're going to go to and where you're going to get back to. And if you're not, you can always visualize that. Imagine that when you're at the 10-minute mark, that you're turning around and you're heading back, and each step is a step closer back to where you started. So coming up now to 3 minutes. Keep it going. Great start. What I personally find with some long repetitions is after a few minutes, you tend to settle into the rhythm, your stride length pattern, and time all of a sudden just seems to go, and it all sort of blurs into one. And hopefully you'll find that too. It won't feel as long as maybe you might have thought it might. So please let me know how you have found the session up to this point, and how have you found this session. It's always great to hear from people, to hear how they've improved and how their training is going and how this has helped them. Not only for me, but also anyone else that's doing the program. Right, 4 minutes gone. Other people who are looking to do this as well, that will give them the inspiration to also do it if they know that you have done it and you've done as well as you have. So please let anyone know if you think that they'll benefit from this as well, if they've got the same sort of goal in mind as you, and this is what they're aiming to do as well, being able to run continuously for 30 minutes at the pace that is right for them, then this is for them. If you've got that 5k race in mind, this is ideal training for that. So just let people know, share, like my Facebook page or Instagram, spread the word, let's get it out there, and let's get everyone fit and active and moving. So We are coming up to 5 minutes down now, okay? So that's a quarter done already. Really good work. Keep it going. It's always nice as well to hear from you and find out where you've done the sessions. So if you've got any pictures of you doing the sessions, showing me where you're training, what you're doing. And don't forget, if it's bad weather, you can always go to a gym and you can do these on a treadmill. The great thing about a treadmill as well is that dictates the pace for you to go at. So you don't even have to worry about the speed. I'm telling you how much time's left. The treadmill's telling you how fast to go. You just got to keep on and do it, that's all. So don't dismiss and rule out a treadmill. They're also great to use, especially in bad weather. So that's 6 minutes down. Great work. Come on. Keep it going. Deep breaths, keep relaxed and keep your form. Everything that I've mentioned in all the sessions leading up to this, remember those tips to help you make you more running efficient, which will make it feel easier and will keep you running at your speed for longer. So remember those arms driving forwards and back, not across the body. We don't want any rotation. Okay, so that's 7 minutes down. If you're ever out for a jog, it's always good just to experiment and try to use the arms a little bit more, and then stop using the arms, and then you can see the difference about how much we use our arms. And then if you try bad practice and bring them across the body, you'll hopefully understand a bit more why I say to you, drive with the arms forwards and backwards and not across. Because if you deliberately do it, you will feel everything rotate from side to side, which is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to run forwards, we're trying to keep all our effort levels going in the right direction, and we're not wasting energy. And we're trying to push ourselves forwards. Come on, keep it going. We're coming up to 8 minutes now. Same with your stride length. If you try lengthening the stride and then shorten it, get to feel what feels comfortable for you and what feels more efficient. By raising the knees will naturally lengthen your stride length. So just give it a go so you can understand why we say to do this. Running tall is another one. Try not to sink at the hips. If you keep upright, push off with the toes, you'll naturally push yourselves forwards as well. So come on, you're doing well. Really good work so far. We're nearly at the 9 minute mark, okay? Come on, keep going. All right, so that's 9 minutes down now. Just 1 more minute to go, and we're already halfway through this 20-minute effort. This is another great session if you want to repeat this on a later date. If you want to do, say, a 20-minute time trial, you can do this session again. Mark down the distance you've gone each week, if you want to do it weekly or fortnightly or monthly, and then that gives you something to beat, and you'll have me here motivating you like this as well, keeping you going and keep pushing you to the end. Come on, we're nearly at the halfway mark. All right, so that is 10 minutes now. Really good work. Come on, let's keep it going. So if you're on an out and back, you are now heading home. If you're not and you're just doing a loop of wherever you live or whatever, you can still visualize that in your head that you are coming home now. You've gone the furthest point out. Every step is a step closer. As I've mentioned, I find that as time goes on, it also tends to blur into one. So this 10 minutes will fly by. Just keep that rhythm going. Control the breathing. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. That's another minute down already. Come on, that's 11 down. 9 to go now. Come on, I'm with you here. You're not alone. We're doing this together. Let's get there, come on. So I'm going to share with you a little top tip I've got if you're not feeling very motivated one day. And this is from personal experience myself. If you really, really want to do a run after a long day, hard day at work or whatever you've been doing, my little top tip is get changed into your kit before you're ready to do it. So say, for instance, I don't know, you've got to bath the kids first or you've got to feed the family and you want to do your run afterwards. Get changed there and then into your running kit, and then you can do your run when you're finished. And by being in your kit, what I found personally is I was like, I'm ready to go. So there's no excuse now. And I think if I didn't get changed, I would have thought, you know what, actually I'll leave it. So over 12 minutes gone. Keep going. So try that. If you're ever struggling for motivation, get yourselves ready and you're more likely to do it. If you're ready to go and you're already in your kit, then if you just keep putting it off and going, you know what, I'll get ready and do it afterwards. Get prepped. Come on, so we're nearly at the 13-minute mark. 13 minutes gone now. 7 minutes to go. So we're now past our longest continuous run that we've done. That was 12 minutes in last week's long session. We did those 2 lots of 12. So you've done really well. We've already gone a minute past that. Good work. If you've got any other tips yourself, if you've got anything that you feel that would help motivate other people to keep going, let me know, and then I'll do a shout out and I'll say to everyone what your tip is and share your wisdom as well. Come on, we're nearly at the 14-minute mark now. 14 minutes now. 6 minutes to go. If you're getting on well with these sessions as well and you want to do something similar, please check out all my other sessions that I have available. If you search for Simon Minting Audio Training on any podcast platform, there's lots of different podcast platforms and you should find it on one of those. Most popular two is the Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So take a look, and there's a variety of different sessions out there for everyone, different levels of abilities. There's some for beginners, there's some for intermediates, there's some for advanced. There's even a couple of sessions there where there's different levels of progression, so you can do beginner, intermediate or advanced in the same session. I'll tell you when to stop and start for depending on which level you're at to. So check those out and give them a go. If you like this and you find this motivating and this is helping you, check them out. So that's 15 minutes down now, okay? That's 3/4 of this run done, just 5 minutes to go. We can do this, come on. We've done a lot of 5-minute repetitions this week, and that is just what is left, okay? Session 1 of this week, we did those 5 lots of 5 minutes. We did that, just one more of those. And then in the session 2, we built up to 5 minutes in our pyramid. So it's no longer than the longest rep of that session. So come on, we can do this now. Keep going. Now that we're coming towards the end, if you're feeling good and you want to increase it and you feel ready to, by all means do so. That's 16 minutes down, 4 minutes to go. This is your chance to increase the pace if you want to now. Come on, if you feel good and you want to hold that pace, do so. But if you feel that you're going at a good, comfortable pace, let's just keep this rhythm routine going for a little bit longer. And if you are tiring a bit now, don't worry, you are nearly there. Come on. Final push to go. Last bit of effort. We're coming up to 17 minutes. Come on, let's get there. And then we're into our last 3 minutes to the end. That's 17 now, so 3 to go. Come on, the countdown is on. Break it down each minute. Really good work now. You've done so well. You've kept it going for this amount of time, 17 minutes. Let's keep it going now. Let's complete that 20. So looking into next week, I'll just give you a sneaky little insight into what we're doing next week. So we're into week 6 next week. So week 1, we got those 5 lots of 6 minutes. So just pushing you a little bit further, adding an extra minute on that. Recovery's still the same, there's still that 1.5 minutes. Come on, keep it going. Really good work now. We've got 2 minutes to go now. And then the session 2 of week 6, we got that pyramid again, like we did this week, but we're gonna add another 5 minutes to it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're also going to drop the recovery slightly in that session as well because of the amount of volume of running that we're doing and how well you've coped with this session. You've just proved that you can do it. You don't need as much walking recoveries, okay? So we're going to drop that slightly. And then our last session of week 6, which is this continuous run, we're going to make our way up to 25 minutes. So we're going to add an extra 5 minutes on to what we're doing today. But you can do it. After you've done this, you have improved, you've progressed, you've trained the body, and you will be ready to take on that progression next week. So we are into our last minute now. Just 1 minute to go. Come on, keep going. This is great. You should be feeling really proud of yourself for doing what you've done. Come on, let's keep going. This is a massive achievement that you've done by holding this speed for this amount of time. From where we started back in that week 1 to where we are now, you've done fantastically well. Come on, 30 seconds. Right to the end now. Come on, all you've got. Last little effort. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. This is it, come on. Don't stop now, keep going right into the end. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done, you have done it. So well done, you have completed today's session. So let's get moving at a nice slow level for 5 minutes, just an easy walk, and every minute we're just going to gradually slow down the pace. Fantastic, you have done a really good session today. That is session 3 of week 5 completed. A really tough one today. A massive progression from what we've been doing up to this point. That was the first long run that we have done of 20 minutes. So you've done brilliant, really well. So well done, great work. So just talking a bit about progression from the session. So now that we've just dropped you down to just doing one long rep on that final session of the week, each week we're just going to push you a little bit further. So next week for the session 3, we're going to do 25 minutes. So we're going to add another 5 minutes to it. And then we're going to go up to 27 minutes for week 7. And then finally, the last session of week 8, which is our end goal, is that we have got up to that 30 minutes of continuous running. So well done. We are well on track to be able to do that. So good work. So we're over a minute through our cool down already. So just keep going at a nice light level. Just deep breaths, fill your lungs with oxygen, and just let your cells recover. Hopefully by doing this easy walking pace, you're draining any lactic out of the legs that you feel that you've got flushing through your body at the moment, and that you're feeling that your heart rate is gradually returning back to normal, and also that you're same with your breathing rate. So well done. So please let me know how you're getting on. How did you find today's session? As I mentioned, it was a little bit of a step up. So how did you find that? How did you think you were going to do? Was it harder than you thought, or did you think that it was probably easier doing just one long one rather than focusing on lots of different repetitions like we normally do? It'd be great to hear about how you have found today. Did you think back in week 1 that you would never be able to do this, and you've really surprised yourself? Please let me know your thoughts. So we're over 2 minutes through this cool down now, so nearly at the halfway stage already. So just keep it going. So after this session, give yourself a good recovery. Every week I share little tips with you of things to try just to help yourself recover, just to get yourselves prepared for the next week. So let's have a very quick insight into week 6. So I've already told you that the third session we're going to push you up to that 25 minutes, but the 2 sessions before that we are going to do 5 lots of 6 minutes, so adding an extra minute to what we did in week 1 of this week. And with the pyramid we're going to add another 5th minute, so another 5 minutes repetition in the middle of the pyramid. So going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, with just a 30-second recovery. So that is a little bit of an extra progression on with that one. So the week 2 is probably the main one, I would say, where we're pushing you a bit further, but you're more than capable of doing it. You've done really well up to this point, and remember, you're not going to improve unless we just push you a little bit more each week. That's how we progress. Just getting you slightly out of your comfort zone each time. So we're nearly into our final minute now, so just over a minute to go. So let's start to drop the pace. So another recovery tip I've got. So last session I explained about the foam roller. Worth giving that a go. Very similar, linked to that is also get a massage. So if you feel that you're quite stiff and tired after sessions, maybe put yourself in for a massage, or you can look at tips on YouTube about how you can self-massage yourself, or get a friend or a member of your family just to massage yourself as well. So check that out. It's a great way, as I mentioned, with the foam roller. Gets rid of any of the knots that have built up in your muscles, relieves stress and tension as well, and also stimulates the blood flow around the body, which flushes away any of the lactic acid that you've generated, and helps you recover and your muscles repair. So check that out and let me know how you get on. So well done. We're going to wrap it up now for the final few seconds. great session, great week. I'll look forward to training with you next week for week 6, where we're going to progress you a little bit further. So goodbye and see you later. Bye.